Hi everyone, my name is Victor Gonzales and I'm a museum assistant and art instructor at the Bakersfield Museum of Art. And as part of the education department, we have been looking for several different ways on how to engage the community at this time to create more artwork and reach out to you guys. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create your very own figure sculptures out of aluminum foil like you guys see here. They are inspired by Alberto Giacometti, and I will help you guys with those. A little bit about the artist before we get to the project itself. Alberto Giacometti, he was a Swiss artist born in 1901 and died in 1966. He is known for his sculptures first and foremost, but he was also a drawer, printmaker, and a draft maker. He is actually known as one of the most important and popular sculptors of the 20th century. His artistic style was actually influenced by the geometric themes of Cubism and the uncontrolled, unrefined, free expression of Surrealism. His bronze sculptures, like I mentioned earlier, are the most famous things that he is known for. They are known to be very tall or small, but also just always very slender and lanky and disproportionate, and always made from bronze. And so with today's project, you'll only have to use a aluminum foil, a 12 by 12 sheet of aluminum foil, a ruler, or also known as straight edge by most artists. If you do not have a ruler in your house, you could just use the side of a book, a new notebook, a piece of a box to help use that straight edge. You'll also use a Sharpie or a felt pen like you guys have here. Anything that's dark enough, just not a pen, and something more like a marker, and a pair of scissors. Kids, if you're not allowed to use scissors while at home, make sure you ask your parents to help you out with this particular project. And so we'll go ahead and start with making the project. I hope you guys enjoy it and follow me. All right, so follow me step by step. So to start, we will go to the top. We will take our straight edge or ruler and go to the top of the edge of our tin foil sheet that we have here, that's 12 by 12, and divide it into thirds with the ruler. I will show you right after. Give me one moment. All right. And as you can see, I divided it into 3 thirds. Next, you will take the ruler to the bottom edge of the sheet of foil and divide that in half. And I will show you. There is my mark dividing the foil sheet in half. From those marks at the top, you're going to make 2 5-inch vertical lines from those marks. So you'll take your straight edge, and with those marks, you'll create, like I said, 2 5-inch vertical lines. Then you're going to do the same with the bottom of the tin foil from that mark. 1 5-inch line going vertical up. So as you can see, you will have about 3 different lines going vertical. Now that we have our divisions, we are going to cut our lines. Now that we have our divisions made, we are going to cut our lines with our scissors, just along the vertical lines. And like I said earlier, if kids, you're not allowed to use scissors, make sure to please ask your parents to help you out. So we're just going to cut along the lines that we have created on this tin foil sheet. And I will show you as soon as I cut them. As you see, I have cut these here. When you lay the foil sheet down on your tabletop, it should look like you start to see a form building. you'll see it's a block form. You'll see 2 legs, arms, and a head. So then we will start to form the legs. What you're going to do is you're going to start pinching from the edges slowly inward, gathering the tin foil. You don't want to pinch the foil too hard or it will flatten out. You just want to gather it inward. Once you have your one leg, you will then turn your foil sheet to the other side and do that with the second leg. Just pinch the edges and pull the foil inward. Now, once you have your 2 legs, it's fine if one leg's a little longer than the other. For right now, you'll then move on to the arms and just start to pull your foil inward. No reason to go too quickly. You will create your form eventually. Just pinch it together, not flattening it out. Making sure there's a lot of edges. Then move on to the other arm. So right now it may look a little weird, but it's fine. Giacometti sculptures were famous for looking very wonky and chunky and clanky. So you have your 2 legs, arms, and now you have your excess portion here. That's for your head. So now we'll focus on the torso, which is the center part here. What we're going to do is we're going to take the foil and pinch it inward. Now, with our head, we're going to roll this up into a ball so we can create our head and eventually the neck. Now, once we have our form completed, if you feel like your head is too small or you're not satisfied with the shape, you can take some excess foil that you have and just wrap it around the existing head to enlarge the shape a little bit. I like to add a little bit more to the torso sometimes, so add a bit more shape. Sorry. Alrighty. So you should have a figure that kind of looks like this. And don't worry, the Giacometti sculptures, like I said earlier, were very famous for looking very disproportionate, lanky, uneven in certain areas. If you want him to try it, but you basically have your figure ready to start molding to any shape or activity that you would like them to do. I like to try and make mine stand sometimes, so I will take the feet and flatten out the very edge. This will not make it stand, but we're going to add some foil to it so he can eventually stand himself. You want to flatten it out yourself. Then I take some extra foil and I add that to the feet to create a lunky, chunky surface. Just add to it. Because the sculptures actually were also, one characteristic of his sculptures was the chunky base, which is sometimes just considered the platform, but also the feet, disproportionately sized. And I'll take some more from over here. And then I'll place on the tabletop, flatten out the feet with my thumb so there's a flatter surface to eventually stand on his own, if he wants to, of course. And there you go. We have our two little sculptures here. It'll probably take some little bit of molding and shaping at first so they can both stand. But after that, we have some great little sculptures created influenced by Alberto Giacometti, the 20th century sculptor.